Okay, I'm using the barrel cam. I got the live feed. So here we go. We're good to go. And then we just need a place to hang that. Yeah. Make sure this doesn't fall and that the screen is clean. Okay, this is hanging a little loop. We need this a little higher. That's not what I meant.
What did you do? Yes.
I'm going to do my thing.
Do what you want to do. Oh, I got you. Pull it up.
I just don't want it to fall.
Got it. Gently.
No telling me gently now. Maybe way past that now. And we need to make sure. Oh, see, that's why. No one can touch this because it turns. Look. It'll turn if we move it too much.
Can you tape get it in?
No, it's gone. It's gone again.
Is there a way to tape it so it sits in the same spot? Just tape right here.
Here, don't let this go.
I'm sure. Well, I
got it. You go. You're in charge. Well, there's going to be a wedding party here. I'm guessing you'll be standing right here. Hey, Joshua. Connor and Joshua. You guys are walking in. No, don't forget. Got it up. Yeah, so those are Belgian. They're white. So I or that one does 720. So I said getting them walking down the aisle. So we can see on my app. You can see it. But like you yeah, it'll track her till there, and then I'll get the rest on the phone.
Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here on this beautiful day in the mountains, Amy's happy place, to celebrate Greg and Amy's commitment to their warm and loving partnership. From a personal note, I've known our married couple for 6 years. In fact, Greg officiated my wedding to Justin, his groomsman, and I am honored to return the favor. Today's ceremony will be short and sweet for 3 reasons. I'm not sure how long I can keep it together until I get emotional. We are live streaming the event to family and friends who couldn't be here today, and we don't know how long the battery will last. And Greg told me the Cubs game's on. On behalf of Greg and Amy, I'd like to personally welcome their friends and family and thank them for helping us celebrate this wonderful event. They are truly honored that so many of the people they care most about were able to share this day with them. Everyone has traveled many miles to be here today, some of you thousands, and they are most appreciative of your journeys. All of you were invited here today, not only to eat some great food and to witness this ceremony, but to play an important role. As friends and family, you all played a part in shaping the characters of Greg and Amy and will play a vital role in their continuing lives. We all need to pledge to them our counsel as they move through their days as partners, and we will continue, through action and words, to show them a mirror of themselves, both individually and together at their best, just as they will do with each other. Witnessing their pledge should remind us of the things we've devoted our lives to. Our partners, our work, our hearts. For a wedding is not just a reflection between the betrothed, but also among us, just as Greg and Amy are using today to show the world their love for each other and for each of you. Let us use this occasion as an opportunity to reflect on what is important to us. And now a reading and song from the mother of the groom, Linda Sahagian.
When Greg and Amy honored me by asking me to select a reading for their wedding, well, there was a reading that just really stood out, came right to the fore. It brought me back to a very significant event that actually has brought us all here today. One day, Greg arrived at the office, came into my office and kind of like and into the door, essentially, and said, "Mom, something happened today." And he told me the story. And when he finished the story, he said, "And her name is Amy." Well, that brought great joy. And those of you here who've been on their website know exactly what their story is. It's brought us here today. And so it is the letter that Paul wrote. Paul, who had been Saul, who was literally knocked off his horse and could not see until the power and light of God's love changed him forever. You see, Paul had an extraordinary experience and knew what love was about. And that's what this reading entails. It should sound familiar. If I speak in human and angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am a resounding gong or a clashing cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and comprehend all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own and I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, kind, not jealous, not pompous. Love is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. Love is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. Love does not rejoice over wrongdoing. But love rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. And so it is. It's about love. And within the context of love is a beautiful refrain. I will love you till the day I die. I will love you and I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're life to me. You're just right for me. 'Cause I love you. I love you. I will love you with a love that's true. And the only thing I ask of you is for you to care for me alone. 'Cause I love you. I love you. Amen.
And now a reading from Greg's nephew, Joshua Stewart.
Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's life. We'll start off the day as two people in love, netted as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of our journey, moments to cherish and treasure. And although there will be times when you both disagree, you surely will be outweighed by pleasure. You all have heard many words of advice in the past, when the secrets of marriage were spoken. But you know that the answers are hidden inside when the bond of true love lies unbroken. So will that be forever as lovers and friends? It's the dawn of a new life for you. As you stand there together with love in your eyes, from the moment you whisper, I do. And with love, all your hopes and your dreams can be real. May success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow can bring the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all starts.
Now a reading from a friend of the couple, Jay LeBuff.
To love is not to possess, by James Cabot. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally able to be free to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to one another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it makes moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were. In the very core of their being were true and lasting love alone.
Thank you all. And I would like to share one final reading. Now you will feel no rain. For each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold. For each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness. For each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and your days together be good and long upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulties, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part which seems wrong. In this way, you can ride out the storm when clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight. Greg and Amy, before you exchange your vows, I want to share with you what I hope for the two of you. Take care of your own self so you can be best for each other. Follow your own dreams so you can support and be truly happy for each other. Do what makes you happy and share the happiness with each other. Life is short. Fight respectfully, make up quickly, and go on a lot of dates with each other. Now Greg and Amy will read their vows. Greg.
What first brought us together all those years ago was a moment of seeing something beautiful and wanting to have something more. And the more I got to know you, the more I found that you were actually this amazingly beautiful and compassionate, loving, and caring person. Your heart and soul pours generosity. Every day, but not just what you do it, but how you do it, how you treat everybody around you is, I can say, and I couldn't be happier to be sharing my day with you and all my days with you. I will love you till the day I die. And that's it.
Greg, my love, my best friend, my personal DJ and comedian, my favorite ice cream eating partner, my everything. You know, I don't like to admit that I had to be rescued that day, 6 years ago at the Belmont train station, but that's exactly what you did. I was smitten with you that day. And starting the very next day, when I was crazy enough to meet up with this random guy I just met to watch a football game, even though the Packers lost to the Bears that day, I started to fall in love with you. And I've been falling in love with you ever since. You are an incredible person, so different from anyone I've ever met before. You have an infectious joie de vivre that inspires everyone around you to live life to its fullest. You literally stop to smell the roses, admire a tree, watch the sky when it is set aglow by the setting sun. I love how passionately you live life and want to make everything you do the most amazing and perfect thing possible. I love how intellectually curious you are, and that out of the blue, you'll want to talk about something like terraforming Mars, or just like a couple days ago when we're frantically trying to do last-minute wedding details. You ask me about the molecular structure of the nucleotides of DNA. And I love the certain twinkle you get in your eye. Whenever I see that, I know you're thinking of something mischievous, and I have to brace myself for some crazy thought. You're also one of the bravest people I know. You will stand up for what you believe in, protect and defend the world by. I love that you not only pick up litter wherever you go, but you will actively return it to the person who dropped it. Just to make a point. I am in awe of your true belief that anything is possible and that you have no fear of being told no. And your amazing ability to talk to anyone and everyone and connect with them regardless of age or background is such a tremendous gift and certainly works to my benefit since you know how bad I am at small talk. Greg, you're the most loving and generous person I know. You genuinely want to bring joy and laughter to everyone around you, even complete strangers. I love how tender and affectionate you are. I love that you are a hugger, even with people you just met. Some of my favorite moments are simply watching you and Kaylee play together and seeing how happy you make her. It melts my heart every time. I love that you're a complete softie and can't make it through the opening scene of the movie Up without tears streaming down your face. Greg, for all these reasons and so many more, I love you. I promise to love you forever and unconditionally. I promise to live more in the moment, to try to live a life as passionately as you do, and to say yes and. You're a dreamer, and I promise to dream with you. As we grow old together, I promise to stay young at heart and to always be your playmate. I promise to always hold your hand as I know you'll hold mine as we live this exciting adventure we call life and make beautiful memories together. I promise to remember how lucky we are to be surrounded with so much love from family, friends, and our amazing little partner, Kaylee Lombardi Buttercup. I promise to remember to take a deep breath when we encounter challenges and know it will be okay because we have each other. I promise to nurture our partnership and to love and treat you wholly and fearlessly. You asked me last week if you thought we would make it the next 8 days through all this wedding chaos, and I told you I wasn't worried at all about the next 8 days, or the next 8 years, or the next 80 years, and that was the complete truth, because I know our love is so strong that as long as we're together as Team Brady, we can do anything. May I have the Greg, will you take this ring and place it upon Amy's finger and repeat after me? I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment.
With all that I am, I promise to love, honor, and protect you.
With all that I am, I promise to love and honor and protect you.
Amy. Please place that ring upon Greg's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment. I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment. With all that I am, I promise to love, honor, and protect you. With all that I am, I promise to love, honor, and protect you. And now that you've made your vows and promises of love and faithfulness before these witnesses, by virtue of the authority vested in me, it is my great honor and privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Not in the dress.
It's okay, Felix. Come on.
Eureka, Kaylee. It's okay. What? I'll take the picture. Okay. You have the flash on? Okay. Oh, wait. I need to turn on the flash. Because when you flash this one. Yeah. Make sure the flash goes on, okay? 1, 2, 3. Did it go on? The flash? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
One more. Stand over there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay. Flash on? Yeah, make sure the flash is on. That's okay, just all the time. Okay. Did it come okay? Kinda, so. Yeah. Alrighty, let's try the best we can. 1, 2. No way. Tony. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, should be enough.
Like this way.
This way. This is the only way. Well, last side to here, yes, so you don't get backlight. The flash should be kind of.
Actually, the lighting, if you guys are all in the shade right here, we pull these chairs. Actually, right here.
Okay. Yeah, but we do want to stay inside this.
Right here is ideal. The sun, you're not even going to get it. The sun is too hard.
That's okay. Don't worry. Let's do it here. Just stand out.
We've got chairs. Would you like to put the ladies down in front? We can. Can everybody squeeze in? Oh yeah, much better. Let's take the sunglasses off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one more, please.
You guys want a picture next to the flower? Look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good, yeah, because the light's in that direction anyway.
Oh, one more.
Oh, yeah. Fine man.
I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Uncle, that's Tommy.
Yeah.
Evelina, that's right. I met with your wedding.
Yeah. If you find a shady spot, always there.
This is a flower pot.
Oh, yes. Yeah, one more.
I just mine.
on the other end of this guy. I brought this delicious. Oh crap! It did fall all the way out.
Oh, did it?
Got it.
I think you got it though.
I don't think it fell out while we were watching. No, let's bring it in from back here. Just drop it there. We'll come back for this in a second.
What do we got?
Okay,
That's good there.
Okay, so let's come in here and go there. You can go there.
Alrighty.
So cameras go in this box. I will, yeah. What? I know. We need to get on that.